Hi, everyone. It's Reverend Laurie with our Wednesday Love Notes for the first Wednesday in January. Don't you love saying 2021? I'm so excited. It's going to be a good year. It may not feel that way. It still feels very apprehensive out there, but it's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. This Sunday, we've got our annual Letters to God service in the month of faith. The power of faith. We start a grand new year. So if you're coming to church on Sunday, you'll be able to participate in this as a collective meditation and intention setting. But if not, you can plug in. We're actually doing live YouTube now. We tested it last Sunday and it's working. So you can go to our website and find out how to do that, or you can watch it anytime on Sunday. We'll be posting it the way we always have. And you should be getting this week, so we sent them out last week, you'll be getting an envelope and it'll have the full instructions and the letterhead, Dear God, and a little title to get you started. Excuse me. And you'll also have two envelopes, one that you'll be putting in with your letter and the other that you'll be mailing to the church. They're stamped and addressed. Simple, 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 but very important. You know, this is the most important time of the entire year. And I think these 2 weeks of releasing what no longer serves in that burning bowl and claiming what does and a new name on our white stone. And now we set forth our intentions. And this is the power of unity teachings at its best, releasing what no longer serves. Charles called these denials. That was before the recovery movements used the word denial in a different way. But Charles' intention and description of denial was denying what you're not. You are not born a sinner. You are not born flawed. You are not incapable of grace and receiving miracles and blessings. You are good and whole and beloved and precious. So denials in unity are releasing that which we are not in the eyes of God and claiming that which we are. And when students first begin in unity and begin to really discover and research and play with this attraction law, the law of attraction, which I think is the best way to start learning and building spiritual principles. Because when you realize that there is a law of attraction and in your own personal magnetic field, you are drawing to you that which you are putting out. And once you really begin to see that in a tangible, realistic, manifest way, then those other spiritual steps seem quite doable and amazing. Kinsley still loves and is amazed every time we go into a crowded parking space and she goes, Grandma, are your parking angels with us? I'm like, yes, are yours? Because it's those little seemingly miracles that we are manifesting in a major way. And yeah, the movement of The Secret brought a lot of attention to the unity movement, even though that's not a work per se of unity. And it's only a little tiny window into that magnificent spiritual law and all the other spiritual laws. But the problem with The Secret is it seems so self-serving when you're just working on getting great things for you and having this splendor, miraculous life. But unity goes beyond that into the mystery of God. And when we seek that and claim that and get a taste of that, then all of that other just comes to us miraculously. It's a beautiful thing. So this month is a way to really start activating that power of attraction through the power of faith and in realizing who we truly are and who we're not. Oops, my phone is ringing. Let me stop that. So January, beginning with the release, claiming the new name that God has given us, and then physically writing the intentions. begins to strengthen those seeds that God has planted, those seeds of our true being, of who we really are in the eyes of God, that grandest version of the greatest vision we or anyone else has ever held about us. God sees more. So give yourself time. There's instructions to read before you begin to write and create your year map, your new canvas. Take this into meditation. How do you want your life to look? If funds were unlimited, if there were no boundaries, no blocks, if everything was the grandest that you could possibly imagine, what would that look like? Can you dare be bold enough to put that out there? What we put out comes back. So take time in meditation and really think about, what do I like? What do I want my life to look like? How big am I willing to imagine? The greater my imagination expands, the more connected with that ultimate creative force becomes, the stronger the bond. Think of this power of God's energy as your sole source of existence, and what that extraordinary parental force would be, lifting you to the highest you can be. What is in your heart of who you really are when you take off the masks of your own nonsense? What is that mask? That I'm not wealthy enough, thin enough, educated enough, that I am hindered by my work, my family, my past experiences. Let's let those go. Let's release that which isn't the truth of our being, and let's open to what is the truth. So read your letterhead carefully and think deeply. And then we're going to begin exploring that first power that lies in the pineal gland, the stem of our brain, the power of faith, and what that means when we grab hold and ground that in us. Yes, we'll be getting our little mustard seeds, not this week, but next, in a little jar that will remind you of the power of faith. The color is royal blue, so let's don those colors this month. And let's walk in the manifest forces of light and of goodness that we are. And I want to share with you, this is a great other little pocketbook of unity. It's the story of unity, James Dillett Freeman, in his words. You know, he is an extraordinary poet. He was hired by the Fillmores when he was a teenager to work in publishing. He became a minister and head of Silent Unity for many, many years. 2 of his poems have gone to the moon with 2 different astronauts. He's just extraordinary. And he writes a little blurb about what Charles would remind him of often. And Charles would say, belief comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ. That inner hearing, we who have ears can hear in prayer. Set aside a time every day, a definite time, and pray, whether you believe or not. Take a truth statement, an affirmation, and repeat it over and over. You're reprogramming your brain to the true center in you. It does not matter that at first you do not believe it to be true. I am an abundant child of God, heir to the riches of the kingdom. It does not matter if you do not believe it to be true. If you will persistently affirm truth, even though you do not believe it at first, you will find that your prayers have power. What we are speaking and thinking and feeling and doing set the magnetic field in motion. Faith is like a mustard seed, and it will grow. Pray, pray, and keep praying and not begging. Keep holding that truth of affirmation. And yet affirm once more, your persistent prayer will succeed. Welcome to January. Buckle up. I love you. God loves you. Remember to follow the directions on your letters to God. Have fun with it. You cannot outdream God. You cannot outgive God or outbless God. Be ready for some miracles. We'll see you on Sunday. Take care.